Yo, what's going on, people? Wait for people to sign on. What are you saying, James? You right? It's gonna be a little, probably jumping for about half hour today. Waiting for Emma. Should be here in a minute. Just thought I'd do like another little LLF sort of hangout, have a little catch up as well. See what you guys have been up to. What are you saying, guys? Man, you right? So yeah, obviously, I thought I'd do a little update on what's going on at LLF. So obviously we've got the shit. Am I looking at the right side? Yeah, it's this side. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing a meet obviously on the 18th. So I've sort of been calming down with the content. Obviously I've got like quite a bit of filming to do then. So got the M5 that we're gonna be I'm gonna be doing like a really in-depth video on. Also gonna be doing obviously a separate video on the M4 CS. Am I signing in? Thumbnails jokes. What's jokes about the thumbnail? Callum, did you see the one I was about to put on, or? Ricky, do a video and visit on car sales, how to sell a car. I'm not really an expert on selling cars, but it's a video idea. I've got a lot of upcoming ideas. I've been taking quite a lot of notes and putting them on my phone, getting ready. But I'm trying to think what I'm going to be doing next. So the next video should hopefully be, I don't know, I think I'm going to do like a little POV drive in my M3. I think I'm going to quickly do a video on that. And I'm going to do a small little review, like a little sort of ownership review on the M3, because the next mods that hopefully are going to go on the M3 are going to be something quite significant. So once these mods are done, basically I'm better off doing a review now while the car's in stock form. So expect like a review on the M3, and then more mods, bigger mods on the M3 coming as well, hopefully next week. Do you want to review my 525i? Not really, not in a rude way. Just got M135i, bloody fun. Yeah, I bet it is. Oh yeah, Callum, did you see? You know what? I was gonna put that as the thumbnail, but I thought, you know what, I better not. Right, let me keep it car related. So Callum, then I hadn't gone live. Was that just like a holding page? Did you see before I went live? Does it put you on some kind of holding page? I was kind of asking it to someone the other day. Nissan Friday night system was down. Everyone was. Shit, man, Cooper Boss, man, coming in with that personal issues and that, yeah? Search Fitness. My boyfriend's planning to get E36 and make a project of it. What do you think of 3282 door? Yeah, that's a E36. Yeah, E36 is definitely a good car to choose. Very popular, loads of videos online. Very affordable as well. Like thinking now, obviously I just did a project. Well, I started the project on my E92, but that's really expensive, turning into being an expensive project. But the E36 parts are cheap, and you can get them performing quite well as well, without spending a ton of money. So yeah, E36 definitely a good choice. POV drive. Yeah, Theo, I'm gonna do. Basically, I'm just trying to keep it consistent with the content. So normally, I would just look to do one crazy video like once a week, innit? But now, where I'm trying to be consistent, I'm having to sort of hold back a bit, like, as in, I can't put the effort into doing a crazy video because I know it's going to take me God knows how long to edit. So you've been getting these little silly update videos. Like yesterday I put up was it yesterday? Yeah, I put the CS video up, the F80 M3 CS. That's Emma. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep it a little consistent, What do I think of the new M5? Emma, see what happens, you just take too long. I have to go live without you. You hear me? I said I had to go live without you.
Your keys were in the door.
Were they? Yeah. What, outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Left my keys in the door, man. I don't know what I'm on. What was I just saying? Yeah, the new M5. I'll be honest, I haven't gone too deep into like the technical side of it, but by the looks of it, it looks really quick. Obviously, all-wheel drive, 600 bhp. It's going to be interesting to see what it's like, and I should be driving one at some point. So until I drive it, I'll give you my view. Sort of then. What do the pure turbo M3 mods cost? I think I don't know the exact price, but you're looking at like if you wanted like Peter's car that he rang down, his own car, that was like minimum 15 grand he's put into that F80, so it's a lot of money. A lot of money. The M135i, that was I think it might have been pure stage 2 turbos, possibly, but that was everything that Arthur had done to his M135i. That was £10,000 in total, so that includes the wheels, every last mod on the car basically. I think just a touch over 10 grand. And someone's actually bought it as well. He's actually sold the M135i, by the way, guys. So yeah, you might see it about possibly. Do you think the M3 CS is just going to be automatic? Yes, it is. It's only dual clutch transmission. There's no manual available with the new M3 CS. What shows do I look forward to next year? I don't really plan to go to shows, but I know that it's something that I need to start becoming more active in. The reason I don't like to attend loads of shows is because obviously you've probably seen some of my videos of me filming and stuff. It's a massive effort on my behalf. I mean, I'd love to just turn up and do a vlog and just make a silly little video, or even just attend to just as an invite, but obviously me, it's just a lot of work, man. A lot of work filming. You say hello, man.
Hello. That sounded well weird.
What's mate put here? Got air at work, come home and get off Ricky. Cooper boss, man, it's too much, innit? Somebody actually, what happened? Somebody messaged me on Instagram and Emma's car ran out of MOT. What was it? Ran out of MOT yesterday or something. Somebody messaged, I don't know if you're watching now, but the guy messaged me like Emma's car ran out of MOT for like a few hours. And I got a message on Instagram saying, bro, boss, tell your missus her MOT's run out. I was like, what? Man's just on point, on job out there.
The MOT's passed now. They nearly failed it because of my petrol cap.
Is that, oh, did it fail? Or?
Yeah, there was like your petrol cap's not working properly. I was like, you're actually joking. So we said we'll order it like in front of them. Basically like this little part that cost £5.
And that was going to be a fail? Or?
That was going to fail it. That's how fine my car is though.
Mm. I'm only going to come on for half hours for a little update.
But then I got a letter about when my car needs a service in 5,000 miles, it needs a major service. I haven't had one since.
Oh yeah, I noticed actually it comes up.
£1,000. That was the MOT.
And what is that?
Why it was coming up? That.
What service?
Yeah, it's not actually the service for the car, but £1,000.
Yeah. That's what happens when you own an M3.
Yeah, but I thought it must have been the wrong number. I was looking around the page thinking like that can't be the total.
Well, that must be like a serious service. I don't know. There's like
they said
like an inspection like, 1 and sort of 2.
I think it's at the point of the miles that is that.
Emma's coming to the meet as well, by the way. So anybody that is coming on Saturday, it is Saturday, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Emma's basically just going to be like my slave for the day, carrying my equipment. Like,
no, I'm not.
She's all excited to go.
I'm just going around like doing my own thing. Just going to be chatting to people. Just leave you working.
Yo, Rick, hope you're doing well. Got any plans for a European road trip or anything next year? I'm hoping that next year, yeah, like a few more things are going to go down. I'm hoping that, there should be some road trips. Hopefully, like a road trip to the Nürburgring. That'll be wicked. What else, man? There's been a few things. A few people mentioned some stuff. Like, definitely need to like jump on. I just got to get out there. Like, 2018's got to be definitely a shutdown. Do you know what I'm saying?
The E36 one.
How often do you use the E36 M3?
Do you use it? Really? Well,
my mum uses it.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it's her brother's car. It's her brother's E36, and it's just sort of some neglected M3 just sitting on the drive.
My brother won't get rid of it because he wants to keep it, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mum used it, but
I don't think there's many for sale as well. Red sauce or brown sauce? I don't know, man. Both. I used to love brown sauce, but I think it's more red sauce now. 15k will get you a nice M135i.
that last comment. Every time I ask a question, I get locked casually. It's emotion.
Go on, Brian. I'm just waiting for your question now.
You've been ignoring Brian's
There's too many
questions.
Obviously,
though.
I'll just scroll
Yeah,
through.
but you said it's emotional.
It's emotion.
Like, yeah.
Brian, go on, man. Where's the question?
Just gets blanked every time. You know he's got to be writing one quick now.
quick, Brian, man.
I get locked casually. So you obviously scroll past.
Woohoo! Favorite 80s or 90s car?
80s and 90s car.
I don't really. I mean, you know. Obviously, it's gonna sound a bit stupid, but obviously I'm a proper BMW fan. So like I said, I grew up with the E36 M3, so that was definitely a car that, I don't know.
My dad's got you a well good birthday present.
Yeah. Something car related.
But you're gonna really like it.
Brian, I don't really have a favourite, to be honest with you.
'80s and '90s, I can't even think.
What's your thoughts? Actually, somebody asked, what exhaust mod is best for the F80 M3? Maybe a second cat delete. That's a good mod. Makes the car sound really cool. It's quite a cheap mod as well. Fast lane only. Yeah, I should hopefully be at the Ace Cafe meet the next day. Hopefully, depending on how I feel. As long as Emma drives to the meet and drives back, then I think.
Which one?
I should have a bit of energy. When we come back from the Tamworth meet, there's another meet on Sunday at Ace Cafe. It's
I'm working.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I'll be back. I can't think what time.
Yeah, there's loads of cars that I've got to film. Loads of the E46 M3 I definitely need to get out of the way because obviously we spoke about it in the M3 CS video yesterday. But I'm trying to think right now. I'm just sort of trying to get a load of content done on my E92. So I want to get a few more videos out of the way. So I've got another 2-3 mods I want to get on it. Then a little small review. I think I'm going to do a little video about what things I, the dislike style videos and the things I like about it. Even you should do a video like that in your car. Things you don't like and things you like about it. Just 5 things you don't like, or there's probably nothing you don't like.
Yeah, there's one major thing I don't like.
M6 or RS6?
Yes,
Definitely M6. Not that I drove one, but I'm actually today I've just been out in a V10 M6 and you know what? I absolutely loved it, man. Fucking wicked. Yo, Rick, opinions on the fast diesel saloons, e.g. the Mad Bi-Turbo A6 diesel and some of the 5 Series? Yeah, until I drive one, I mean, the torque must be insane in them. So, I mean, anything fast, I just love. But as I've said before, I used to own a 35D, so it was the E92 with a Stage 1 DMS tune on it. And although it was a complete rocket, I just found it a little bit boring because there wasn't no exhaust sounds. I mean, it sounds nice for a diesel, but when you're used to petrol cars, diesels, they don't give you that same sort of drama from the cabin.
Hi, I'm new.
Serial mode. Matthew Jones, yeah, hopefully there'll be a collab at some point. It's just sort of catching each other on the right occasion. 10k club. Yeah, E46 M3. People want me to. I've had a few people as well, a few messages. Harry James. No, the C6. Which one's the C6? Is the C6 the one I did? The V10? I think it is. Can you drive the Mercedes A-Class A180D? I could try. If I ever one I bump into, I'll definitely consider doing a little video on it. Let's see. I'm so tired. Literally, like, no drink.
No drink?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm like,
what, you want melon Prosecco?
no. I just bought a Phantom 3. Got any beginner tips? Your editing is ridiculously sick, man. Keep it up. Phantom 3. Obviously, it's just the Phantoms are Phantoms, isn't it? But tips on the Phantom. I mean, I'm not no professional myself with the drone. I suppose it's just more than learning how to use the drone itself. It's probably more about learning what type of shots you want to get, you know. Try to just, I don't know, yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard to quickly like explain like sort of drone tips. But just watch loads of tutorials, man. Anything I need to learn, I just go on YouTube and I just check out tutorials. You know what I mean? It's all there. It's all there for you. The brakes are fine on the E92, so since the track day, the brakes have been fine. I don't really drive my car much, but the car's been sweet, man. There's been no issues whatsoever. Birds BMW.
What does that mean?
I don't know, I think they might be talking about birds. It's like possibly a specialist, BMW specialist.
What's the time? What is the time?
Time? I don't know. Have you ever driven F30 platform except 355i? I'm trying to buy one, but 355i is too much money. Have you driven any other engine in F30 and what are your thoughts? Drove a 330D. Emma actually had one on courtesy. What else have I driven? A 35D? No, I haven't drove a 35D. But yeah, I drove the 330D. It was an X drive. I thought it was wicked. Obviously a bit different because it's four-wheel drive, but still a cool car. I've not drove any 2 litres or 2.5s or whatever smaller engines they come in. Acura NSX review. Yeah, that would be wicked. 3DFX. That'd be sick. Ricky, make me a moderator. Why? What's going on, man? Am I like missing something? Fast lane. Audi S3s, like, you know, like all Audis and Volkswagens. That's the sick thing about them, is that they're genuinely like reliable cars, and when they do go wrong, they're quite cheap to fix. You know, so. I mean, I had a Gen 1 S3, it wasn't the second gen, and I don't think I had any problems with that car. I had a small problem at the start. I think the ECU, like, I think the ECU failed or something like that in the whole deck system. But apart from that, it was just a really reliable car. I've had the Golf R as well. The Golf R is a wicked car. Obviously, it was brand spanking new, so, you know, you're not going to have any issues with a new car. Do a review on the best diesel because I saw my parents buy. Yes, Vinny, nice one, brother. Hi, Ricky, may have covered this already. Can you run through upcoming events, Tamworth this weekend? Any news on your proposed event at Evolve? Okay, yeah, so the Tamworth meet. So for anyone that's planning to come to the Tamworth meet, basically there was like 50 slots for the VIP, so the VIP would have kind of got your car on display, which they're all booked now. So David, some of you guys might know David from Instagram. He's the one with the F80 M3. That was, I think it was like a copper colour it was. But basically, all the VIPs booked, so like all of the display cars are over now, so you can't get your car on display. But basically, any of you guys can turn up. You know, I was told that it's not that, you know, you will be able to drive M cars, but obviously if there's tons of people turning up, it's simply just going to be a first come first service, you know. So you know, I literally made sure to confirm that, you know, everyone can drive M cars, and yes, you should be able to. But like I say, obviously if there's like fucking millions of you turning up, then it's just one of them ones. So I would just say just get there as soon as possible and just try to book in. And you know, if you're coming to get a drive of the cars, just be on job, man. Do you know what I mean? Just barge in the front of the queues. What are you doing, Emma? So yeah, that's the 18th, which is basically this Saturday. Yeah, anyone can come. There's no people keep messaging me asking me like, you know, do they need to register or do they need some kind of ticket? Just turn up. Literally 10 o'clock till 4 p.m. There's going to be food. Need for Speed's going to be down there. It's going to be just a sick day. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be doing some filming as well. I'm going to be trying to film anyway, but yeah, that's this Saturday. The new M5 will be on display. The M4 CS will be there as well. So I should be filming the M5 and the M4. So I'm not sure if I'll be filming them the day before because I am going to be going up the night before and staying in the hotel. So I'm not sure if I'll be filming those the day before or I'll be doing them on the day. But yeah, I will definitely be there to come say hello to some of you guys. And other events, yeah, the LLF meet. So yeah, I'm actually going back to Evolve this week, so I'm gonna sort of arrange what I'm doing with that. I think that the meet probably will be at Evolve Automotive, so obviously I need to confirm with Imran whether that's all good. Someone put Emma smashing the kitchen up. Maybe Emma smashing the kitchen up.
What was that?
Maybe put Emma smashing the kitchen up.
Literally.
Any cheap and fun cars you would recommend? It depends what you mean by cheap. You know, I don't really drive many small cars, like, you know, do you mean cheap as in like, I don't know, 10 grand? I mean the Audi S3s, like someone's already mentioned, they're good cars. The Megane Cup, I've promoted that car how much now. I'm not like trying to promote it on purpose. I genuinely, even today I was chilling with my mate and he's owned so many BMs, like he's a complete M fanatic, but I was just stressing to him how great the Megane is, because if you're a person that's into your M cars, then you'll like the like Renault philosophy. They remind me they're similar to BMW as in they're really driver focused cars. Probably the most driver focused. Obviously you've got the new Civic Type R now. But before the new Civic, I mean, you can go pick up a Megane for like, I don't know, you can probably get one for like 9-10 grand now. Like a Cup 250. And honestly, even now, like all of the cars I've owned, Nissan GTRs, the F80 M3, like I've owned so many hot hatches. And the Megane is definitely one of my favourite. I personally like, it's one of my favourite looking hatches as well. Obviously, it's not German build quality, so you're not got that luxury. But trust me, like as a person that's into driving, man, the Megane's a wicked car, man. I don't know why more people don't have them, to be honest. The address, where can I find the address of the meet? If you go to the video that I uploaded, I've left it in the description, so it should be at the top of the video. But it's literally Tamworth BMW, so just type it in Google and it will come up. Ricky, I've got to say, bro, I ripped the shit out of an M4 today in the Mark 7R 370 bhp stage 1 APR. See those big BMs, can't get the power down. Dennis, I don't know if you don't remember Dennis, that's the guy, we did the video on his stage one, on his white Mark 7 Golf R. And I remember I scared him in my M3, started like leaking on my seat. But he's trying to say that basically he had a race with an M4 and he beat it, but it's believable. But definitely the guy weren't driving his M4 properly. But a stage 1 M4 off the lights, you're gone. Yeah, a lot of people keep asking about this E46 M3 review. I think maybe I should probably get onto it. Channel name change. French hot hatches overall. Hi Ricky, hope you're doing good, mate. I can never decide on manual versus auto. Always been a manual guy, but everything seems to be going auto these days. Kind of not would be more fun than a manual. I mean, I don't know, yeah, I suppose like, Yeah, they can, like the M3, because obviously, like, I'm like going to the M3 like some proper M3 fanboy, like, but like just using the M3 as an example, like it's a I mean, beyond its gearbox, the M3 is just a brilliant car in general. Do you know what I mean? Or just BMW, the BMW DNA, you know, results in a fun car. Do you know what I mean? Um, the manual that I had in the F80, it was a lot more involving. Does that mean it was more fun? I mean, like, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't say it was more fun, but it was definitely more involving, more of an event when I went out in it. But when I take the C92 now, or we go out in Emma's car, I mean, with the dual clutch transmission, it's still fun. Do you know what I mean? It just isn't the same. You just don't get the same connection. Like, and when I say connection, you just, you know, you're not really driving the car. Like, you know, you are, but when you hold the when you hold a gear stick, it's a different type of connection to the car, man. You know, it's like when you hit a bend, you know to just put it to second gear. When you're in a dual clutch transmission car, you know, you go to change gears, you just get proper trigger happy. Like, you know, you just start flicking paddles for no reason. Do you know what I mean? And like sometimes with auto cars, you want to change the gear and it won't go into the gear you want it to go into. And it only does that because it's probably trying to save your gearbox or your engine, because you're probably trying to downshift too soon. But I mean, yes, the like, what car did I look at in the other day? Like the RS3 that I went out in the other day, I did that like POV video in. The gearbox was horrible in it. Sorry if you're watching, Kay. Yeah, like the gearbox was just bad. Like I said to him, it needs like a gearbox flash or something, but compare that to the dual clutch transmission, it's a whole different thing, man. The dual clutch transmission is literally, you know, you press it, you go to the gear you want it to go to. Obviously, if you're going too fast, you can't go to any gear. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You have to just go drive both. Go drive both, man. I'm a fan of the manual F80 M3. Like somebody commented on the M3 CS video yesterday, that car with a manual gearbox would have been unbelievable. I think that if they offered that in a manual, it doesn't matter because that car is going to sell out. Do you know what I mean? There's only 100 coming to the UK. They're already probably all gone. Like, but imagine they offered that in a manual, like, and even like my friend earlier that's got the M6 that I'm going to be doing a video on soon. He actually bought my F80 M3 off me, and we're just both. He's owned an M4 before, dual clutch transmission. But when he drove my F80, he bought it immediately. The car was sold like 2 days later, because when he went out in my F80, he couldn't believe how brilliant it was. Like, and yes, it was probably because of I had the Motec springs on and the Motec spacers, which added to the, like, you know, the performance of the car. But even before the spring upgrade and the spacers, it was always a grippy car. Like, it was always a predictable car. Like I mentioned before, before I purchased the F80, I was a little worried because of all of the media, all of the reviews on the F80 about how snappy they were. But when I drove the manual M3, it was just I was shocked at how well it gripped and like how predictable it was. And personally, I think that they're like two different cars. So anyway, back to the M3 CS. If they offered that in a manual, that car would genuinely be unbelievable. And some of you probably won't understand that, who haven't drove a manual F80. Some of you guys that own dual clutch transmission M4s or M3s, go drive a manual, man, because you'll see that if you're having any issues with like slipping and stuff like that, you don't get it with a manual. And my guy that bought the F80 off me, he seems to think it was because my tyres were a little bit flat, which I don't believe, but there could be numerous reasons for it. Out of all the cars you've had, if you had to choose one to have for the next 5 years, which would it be? It'd be the F80, Vinny, all day long. Emma, I'm going to sign off in a minute, so yeah, guys, I'm probably going to stay on for another couple of minutes. I wasn't actually going to come on, which you can probably see, I just look effed. I wasn't even going to come on, I just thought let me just jump on, because I'm going to start, like, what I'm planning to do as well with the channel is I'm going to build, like, so I've got a racing simulator, so I've had one sent out by GT Omega, so I'm going to build that. And what the plans for the channel is, I want to try to upload Wednesdays and Saturdays. You know, I'm not going to guarantee it, but it'll always be one of those days. So it'll be a Wednesday or a Saturday, or it would be both. Like, it's been literally every Wednesday and every Saturday so far. I don't want to confirm that because, you know, I don't want to sort of let you guys down, but definitely you will always get a video either on a Wednesday or a Saturday, or if not both. But then on top of uploading on a Wednesday and a Saturday, I want to stream. So with the racing simulator, like the gaming cockpit, I plan to do maybe like 2 streams a week as well. So yeah, like 2 2-hour sessions where like I'll sort of confirm a time, because it's not much effort for me. Like these videos, when I'm editing and stuff, I can't confirm with you whether it's 100% you're gonna get a video. But with streaming, it's just turn the Xbox on or the PS and just start playing. So I'm gonna hopefully be streaming with you guys twice a week, and I'm gonna try to make sure I go live with you guys once a week as well. So that's like me staying active on Living Life Fast 5 days a week is what the plan is. That's hopefully what's going to be going down. So hopefully you guys don't get sick of me now, like with too much content, because it kind of what happens. I don't know if you lot watch that Carly Muscle. Like, I don't really watch too much of him, but he just like, it's too much content. You don't want to be, you know, banging too much, man. Yes, Izzy. Yeah, man, that's the plan, man. Just come down to your, you know, just chill with you guys. There is no like, every time I do a stream, I'm like, or a live feed like now, I'm just sitting there, I feel like a dick. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even know what to talk about. And sometimes we don't come on. It's because literally it's a bit awkward. But you know, whatever, innit? Just answer some of your guys' questions. Just have a bit of a laugh. Fast lane only. What car do you actually own? Bro, the best car ever I've had is the Audi 2006 TT 3.2 S-Tronic. Have you had a go? This is from a BMW fan. Nah, I've drove. Is that the second gen? Is that the second gen TT? I'm not too sure. I think that might be the first gen one. But nah, I haven't. You said your car's tyres are bold. What tyres you gonna go for now? You use it as a daily and a track car. Yeah, so the tyres probably gonna be like Michelin Sport 2s or something like that. But until, because I've bought a new set of wheels which will go on at some point, so I'll sort of talk about that when I get to that stage. Yeah, Jimmy, it's funny you say, do I want to go drifting? Because, yeah, that is something I thought the other day I would like to do, just like I did that track day video. Maybe not in my M3. Yeah, I don't see why not doing it in my M3. But I was thinking it'd be cool to do a whole day of drifting, just to, like, sort of get that practice. Because I'm not no, like, drift king. I mean, like, I'll power slide out of corners and I'll attempt at, you know, swinging out at a roundabout, but I'm not no expert. I mean, I slide out all the time. You know, obviously on camera I look like some professional because obviously I'm editing. Do you know what I mean? But but I spin out loads. In fact, yesterday or the day before, because my confidence gets knocked quick. Because sometimes I ain't been driving like like this M3 like at the front. I drive it like once a week. Like, I only drive it when you see it in the video. So like I say, with anything, you have to keep driving to like get better at things. And I jumped in it the other day and I kicked it, and it just sort of, I went towards the curb. I was like, oh my God, I just braked and just, basically I spun out in the middle of the road. I was just sitting there just thinking, man, I need to get out and basically do a drift day sort of thing. But yeah, definitely a drift day would be cool. Hopefully Emma's got me that for my birthday or something like that.
It's not what I've got you.
But it's definitely going to be a track day though.
What if it's not?
What else could it be?
Said you don't want one.
Yeah, Tama Scurfers. Yeah, I used to have a Fanatec steering wheel. I used to have it with, check out what Aeon Simulator is. That's the simulator I used to run before. It was like a proper racing, racing seat I had with it. and it was the Aeon Sim. I had the BMW GT2 wheel. It was like the Alcantara style. I would definitely buy a BMW M2 Nicholas. I think they're a brilliant car. It would be a hard decision between an M2 and an M3. Obviously, the looks of the M3, like, but you know, it's yeah, the M2 is a wicked car, man. Like, definitely go test drive one. Test drive an M3 and an M2. They're basically the same. M2 is just a, you know, it's an M3 in a smaller package.
What sim?
Say that again.
Someone said, what sim, bro? Must be on about you. Which sim are you getting? The simulator?
Yeah, no, I've already got one. So I've got the GTR Mega set up, which I'm going to start. Just being lazy, man. I need to build it.
Someone said hello to me. I can't say the name. Alpino.
Bro, my girlfriend thinks I'm looking at live cams.
What?
I don't know. Just do a video on that need to do a video on that M3, don't we? The E36. Well, I need to anyway.
No, I've got to be involved.
Guys, I'm going to sign off in a minute, just letting you know.
I see you in Windsor and Slough and you ignore me.
What do you mean I ignore you? Surely, like, you're not waving or saying hello to me and I'm ignoring you.
Might be.
Definitely not. Oh, faster than you got a Mark 7 Go far, yeah? Actually, I was just in Nando's now and somebody come up to me and he was like, bro, man, I seen your videos. I bought the Go far because of you. I was just gassed. Like, I don't know how long ago I bought that Mark 7 Go far. Fast lane only, so like, you know, you got the Go far. When watching my Go far review, is it anything like what your Go far is like now? Because this is what I asked the guy earlier. So like, you know, once you got in the Go far, was it anything like I explained in the review? Because I don't even class that as a review. That was real. Like, that wasn't no chat up line or anything. That's what the Go far is. Joking. Spades of Ace. Yes, see you on the 18th, bro. No, Terry, the meet isn't just for people who have got M cars. You can come. You can just turn up. Press play, or gel plates. Next time, beep when I shout LLF. These people, man, they're just funny, innit? I don't have a day job. YouTube, I'm trying to sort of turn it into a full-time thing, but I still kind of film as well. So I do like private work as well, camera-wise, in case you're wondering. Right, 2 more minutes, guys, and I'm out. Yeah, Dennis, I told you, man, I spin it out. I don't claim to be no god behind the wheel. You know, I spin out, man. Do you know what I mean? Gotta be careful. Right, let me slide down. My God. Yeah, Emma, like, petrol head, yeah, like, basically, you know the number plate, I don't know if you see my video, I've got the R5 LLF. I already bought the LLF plate. Like, when did I buy that, Emma? I had that for, like, about a year now. I bought that when I had the F80. But Emma, after knowing that I had a number plate already, she decides to buy me another number plate, like, basically making me decide. You had to take it back, didn't you, Emma?
Yeah, but
you made her take it back.
Yeah.
I weren't giving up the LLF. You did know.
No, I thought the plate was for the Golf, but only the Golf.
Nah. Stateside supercars. Yes, it is a Cat D, brother, yeah. The reason it's a Cat... Ooh, forget what the reason is. The only reason I bought it as a Cat D, not that I've got anything against Cat D cars, it's only because I actually bought the E92 only as a project car for the channel, so I'm not going to lie to you, like, I sort of like when I've finished the project on the car's going to be gone. Like, do you know what I mean? So, I mean, to get the equivalent E92 I bought, I think at the time I'd have been looking at about 24, 25 grand, whereas mine cost me 17 grand. So it's almost like I saved 10 grand on the car, which is why I've been able to buy a few parts for the car with the spare bit of change. But the car drives straight. I mean, like, there's no issues with it whatsoever. It's completely immaculate. I mean, there's scratches on it and stuff like that, but the interior is mint. We had it up on the ramp as well. It's a really clean car, man. Terry, it's not only M cars at the meet. I mean, obviously the only cars that will be on display will be M cars, but any car you turn up in, your cars ain't going to be anything to do with the meet. You can turn up and basically walk into BMW, but there's not going to be like loads of random cars there. The people that have messaged me or emailed me, there's been a few people that have managed to like sort of get their car on display, but anyone trying to get on display now, that's sort of over now. Everything's fully booked, but you can still turn up. Anyone can turn up. Yeah, I would take the M3 CS over the Carrera. Not anything against the Carrera, but obviously it's a rare car, isn't it? You know it's gonna hold its money. I mean, there's reasons for it. Like, it's gonna, of course, hold its money. Like, there's only gonna be 100 of them in UK, so it's definitely holding its money. You know, as I've already said, it puts in a fast Nürburgring lap time. I know it's not relevant, but for it to be 14 seconds faster than a stock M3, bloody hell. For it to be 14 seconds faster than a stock M3, you know that that's, you know, it's going to be a substantially faster car, man. Do you know what I mean? In general. And obviously, yeah, I know it's tyres. Massive things are tyres. Don't buy Cat D unless you know what you're doing. Okay, Ravs, I've got that, brother. Next, what is next on your car list after the E92? Don't know, man. I really don't know, but I hope that I do get into another F80 somehow. I really don't have a clue how, but that is what I wanna get into another F80, if I'm to be honest with you. Maybe like a competition pack. I also, like, there's a few people who have been messaging me asking me to take their competition pack M3 out as well. So I need to get out in one because I think they're quite a lot different to the introduction M3 from 2014. There was quite a few revisions. So it'd be interesting to see the difference. But next car, yeah, you know, I'm not even thinking that far ahead. I'm just thinking about the channel as of now. I mean, like, that's why this E92's got to go. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, to be doing this YouTube thing, like, you can't be working 24/7 and stuff like that. So for me to be giving you guys this regular content, it means I'm sacrificing a lot, which means I'm trying to kind of fund myself. Do you know what I mean? The E92, I don't really need it, you know, to make this channel successful. So that, I think once I've done the project and I've fully gone into detail with it, it will probably go. But like I say, I'm hoping that somehow I can get into an F80. That is, I can't even think, yeah, F80 or even an M2. They're the two cars that I would like, do you know what I mean? M2 or an F80 M3. I mean, if there was no channel and I was in my F80 M3 still, I would be somehow trying to aim for like a 911 turbo, do you know what I mean? Like a 991 turbo. That's the, like, you know, what are they, like 105, 110? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that is not even affordable, but like, yeah, Porsche turbo would be wicked. Yes, Fezza. That'd be sick, man. If I ever do come to Spain, and that's what I've got to do, like, next year. Emma, I'm telling you, you're going to have to, like, leave work and that, you know that? You're going to have to leave your job at some point, because I'm going travelling. For starters, I'm going to Spain. And then, hopefully to Germany. Why are you going quiet? Why are you going quiet? You need an RS6 to fit all your camera gear in and still be able to drive it in winter, bro. Yeah, man. When I bought the F80, that was a car that I was strongly thinking RS6. Love the RS6s, man. Love how they look. Love what they stand for. Nothing against them. I mean, there's just a time and a place for each car. I mean, you know, sometimes you feel for an M car. Sometimes you want that safety of the Quattro. Too much talk on German cars. You need to talk on Japanese cars. I associate BMWs with oil leaks. Right, I think. Light 459, he's saying he's going to unsubscribe. Light, I'm going to go back.
What?
I'm going to go back to your comment. Let me try and find it. Light 459.
What do they say? I'm unsubscribing.
Yeah.
What have you been ignoring them?
I don't know. I must have.
What's the name?
Light 459. Bro, you can't unsubscribe now, yeah, because I'm reading your comment. So E36 M3 or E46 M3, E46 all day long. Yeah, can't unsubscribe now, like.
Someone put
Colin
that.
McRae dirt.
They see you
Not
rolling,
really.
They hating.
Ever played Colin McRae dirt? I have played it, yeah. And I'll be honest, unless it's got a steering wheel, I'm not into playing car games no more.
Someone put, does your girl think you're a bit of a geek because the racing simulator?
Is that what someone put?
Yeah.
Swear it down, yeah.
Gone past it. Question for Emma. Feel with comedy on a awesome M3. Ever take the shine off it? It's actually not. It's a bit bad, but it's not that bad. Like, not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Like the way you said when I was getting the car, you were like, you're never going to have petrol. You're going to always afford it. I was like,
Well, it's like.
yeah, but it's all right. It is all right. I don't put.
Yeah, some people from good backgrounds, guys. Yeah, just letting you know.
I don't drive it that much, do I? But no,
Emma just jumps in her car.
The
She's
answer
got
is,
like.
though, it doesn't take the shine off it. It definitely don't take the shine off it.
Emma's bought you new plates and glasses for your birthday.
She smashed it in the
into
kitchen.
You've lost the track day, bro.
I've actually got Ricky's present. He doesn't know what it is. He thinks I've got him a track day though, which is not good. Shows us what he wants. Only wants.
No.
Yeah, someone put, do I think you're a geek? I don't know, I think I'm used to it, aren't I? It's probably gone past that
Used
now.
to what? What, that I'm a geek?
Like,
I'm a geek, yeah.
used to the way you are with your simulators and yeah.
That ain't geeky. That's some certified shit, man. Only real man know about that.
You looking for the comment?
No, I'm not. Best car for 20k. Don't know. Golf R M135i. Audi S1 best hot hatch. I don't know about that. GR from Holland. I don't know if that's like some. Oh shit, that means greetings, doesn't it?
Is it?
I don't know.
That would make sense though.
Yeah, I used to own a 335D. Sukhjinder Singh.
Someone just subbed.
Yes, Dylan. Love, bro. The only issue I had with my 35D was the one of the pipes blew off. Like, I don't know what pipe it is, but when I had it tuned, it just basically split it.
Probably because you had the car.
Yeah. I've never owned a car and not tuned it. Like, this E92 is the only car that I haven't tuned because it's not even turbocharged, and until I'm gonna get it tuned to find out how it performs, but obviously not you don't see a massive gain from a slave
I
on
get
tune.
too scared to do things like.
Even Emma's car, she had a 320D. When I had the Golf R, the Mark 7, I ordered the DT UK box. I ordered her one as well. So even her 320D was tuned. It was. What was it like? It was
Yeah,
quicker,
it made
wasn't
the car pull off a lot quicker. It did.
But you started getting paranoid, didn't you?
Yeah, but it started glitching. It was doing like little things it wasn't doing before it had it, and I thought.
Like what?
I remember when I said to you, I was changing gear and it would just drop all power for a sec. It was doing weird things.
Yeah, I didn't really rate
That was
the
since
box
I
too
got
much.
it.
Their modules didn't really rate it. Because what I noticed with the Golf R is, so like it was like a 50 to 60 bhp increase in power. How was my man managed to make that orange?
I know. You were just talking and you just like...
Yeah, like. But sorry, yeah, I had one sec, fast lane. Yeah, I had the bloody hell, what did I just say? The Mark 7 Golf R. Yeah, what I didn't like about the Mark 7 Golf R with the module, I think it could be all modules, but every time I would change gear, the boost would still be on, because I think all the modules do is sort of wind the boost up. I'm not sure, I'm not too technical, but when I used to change the gear, it would still be on boost after I changed gear. So if I let off the throttle, it would like let off to like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm on about, but yeah, didn't feel too safe. It probably needed a gearbox flash as well alongside the tune. Exact same thing happened when I tuned my 1, 2, 3, 4. I pipe blew off to under full throttle. Yeah, it happened to me, man. I was doing some serious runs with a friend in his, or Gov in his RS4, and I think my car kind of went into limp mode. Yeah, somebody messaged about an RS3. I've had a few RS3 messages. I think I do want to get out in an RS3. I'm running stage 1 on my GTI Mark 5. Right, guys, I'm gone, man. I'm actually gonna go. Like I say, it was I wasn't even gonna go jump on today, but I thought let me just have a small little catch up, see what you guys are up to. I'll answer like 1 or 2 more questions, and then I'll go. I've got a F10 535D stage. Yeah, even with my F80 M3, I blew the charge pipe. That was the only problem actually I had with my M3 thinking about it. What happened? I was out with one of my friends. I don't know if any of you remember ages ago, I did a couple Insta stories when I was racing a 535D. It was a stage 1 tuned one. I was killing it. It was proper wet, but basically I let him have a drive in it, and we was driving, and sort of there was no power coming from the car. It felt really slow. It just felt stock almost. And yeah, ended up taking it back to DMS, and we looked. They put some like smoke in. I don't know where they put it in, but it was blowing out the back of the charge pipe. We looked, there was a massive split behind the charge pipe. So that was the only issue I ever had with the F80. And obviously there was like a small little grind noise with the wheels as well, which I highlighted in my actual review. 123D, my uncle used to have one. Not that I ever drove it, but yeah, no, I've always like had a little small interest in them, because obviously they're like twin turbo, I think, but they're not twin turbo diesels. And with a tune, I think you can get them quite powerful. So it is something that's kind of been on my radar in the past. For its tuning capabilities, I always look at the tuning capabilities of a car, man. Like I said, every car I've owned. So like I had a stage 1 S3. This is like, how many? That was about 9 years ago. Stage 1 S3. It had an APR tune. In fact, I purchased it stock, and I went to go install an APR tune on it, and it already had an APR tune on it, which I was quite annoyed about. Which means that I probably bought some shitty S3. I know it's bad as well, because it's a big argument to like tuning cars and then selling them. Because every time I buy a car, I do kind of put them back to stock, and then. Which I don't know, is that a bad thing? I think think it kind of is a bad thing, isn't it? But yeah, every car that I've owned, I've had a Focus ST, which was stage 3 tuned, like, as in it had every modification apart from bigger turbos. Even the Megane Cup had a stage 1 tune from Super Chips. I'm going to make a video actually as well. Somebody mentioned it. I'm going to make a video on all of the cars I've owned. What other hatchbacks have I had? The Golf R had a stage 1 tune. The 335D had a stage 1 tune. The F80 M3 had a stage 1 tune. The E46 and the E36 M3s were stock. What other hatchbacks have I owned, man? I've owned... Even the GTR had a stage 1 tune. I took it to... Not Litchfield. I took it to... It was 1.5 tuned, or I don't know what you call it, stage 1.5. But that was running about 570 bhp. It was a 59 plate, so they only come stock with 479. What other cars am I? It's just Focus ST. I've had loads, man. I don't know. I can't really think right now. But yeah, every car, I always look at the tuning potential. Joe Mariano. I don't know, like, I do hope that one day this channel will be, you know, I'll be able to just go out of Emma, for example, and just be on holiday and I'll just be able to just chill, do you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, the channel's called Living Life Fast. You know, I've made sure, like, you know, strategically, I've made sure to not involve, like, anything car related with the intro or the logo design, like, with the channel, because from the start, I wanted Living Life Fast to just be, you know, like, yeah, people, they just call their channel their name, do you know what I mean? But obviously, when I started this channel, I was trying to make a statement, which is why, you know, you guys have obviously praised me a lot for my editing and filming. And I've been trying to make a statement, because me as a nobody, like, how am I going to get people's attention, do you know what I mean? But, you know, the channel isn't about me. It's more about, you know, my enthusiasm towards cars. I mean, I love cars to death, do you know what I mean? I love them. But I'm not the smartest, I'm not the most technical. I just love driving cars. I enjoy driving cars, and that's it. Like, when somebody's putting their foot down in the car, I just absolutely love it, do you know what I mean? And somehow I've managed to make this channel, and sort of, you know, just, you know, I'm not trying to do car reviews, do you know what I mean? At the start, I did the Golf R review, and I mean, like, this M6, the V10, I think I may do a review on it, but guys, man, it's like, you know me, if I do something, I want to do it properly. So, like, I don't want to do, you know, I wouldn't call it a review unless it's not scripted, but, like, I mean, I need to go and drive the car and figure out how it drives. You know, I want to live with the car, do you know what I mean? Because doing a review on the car, man, like, you can't trust people's reviews. Like, that's why I don't call my videos reviews. I'll call it, like, first impressions. It's called the first impressions because it's my first impressions. Yeah, I've had a little drive in it for a few hours, but it's still my first impressions. I can't review it and state things as a fact. Do you know what I mean? Because even me, like, when I, for example, one car I owned, the Focus ST3, after 1 year of owning it after 1 year, when I initially bought it, I hated it. But then after a year of driving it, I loved it. It was like, you learn how to drive a car, do you know what I mean? It's very weird when you come out with a high performance car. So that's why another thing I like to stress as well, when you're watching people review cars, you need to figure out what car they just come out of. So, like, I've said it, I know I'll probably repeat myself, but I mean, if I've just come out of a Nissan GTR and I'm about to review a Golf R, for example, the Golf R isn't going to feel good. Do you know what I mean? If the Golf R feels good after me getting out of a Nissan GTR, you know the Golf R must be brilliant, because my body is just adjusted to driving a Nissan GTR, which is, you know, a serious bit of kit. So, and vice versa, if the person just came out of a Nissan Micra, nothing against you Nissan Micra owners, but if I just come out of a Nissan Micra and drove a bloody Golf R, the Golf R would feel like a, you know what I mean? It'd feel like £1 million worth of car, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to be loving the Golf R. So it's kind of hard, man. These are things you got to, like, watch out for. When people say they love a car, you got to think of what cars are they used to driving, And what have they just come out of? Do you know what I mean? So when I drove the Carrera, the 991 Carrera S, I just got out my F80 M3, which was a similar car to the Carrera. You know, they're in the same sort of category, and that car felt wicked, man. Honestly, it felt wicked. Like the Mercedes GTS. What car did I own when I drove the Mercedes GTS? I don't even know what car I had at the time, but I think I might have had my M3. No. Did I have the M3? Yeah, I might have had my F80. I might have possibly had the F80, but when I drove the GTS, that felt different. So when I drove the Carrera, it felt a little bit better than my M3. When I got back into my M3 felt wicked. Even after driving the Carrera S, getting back into my F80, the F80 felt wicked. Like, I was actually putting my M3 down when I was driving the Carrera, but then when I got back in the F80, it felt 10-10. It just felt sick to drive. But when I got out the GTS, I did have the F80 at the time. When I got into the F80, my F80 felt broke. Like, it felt like, you know, no disrespect, not trying to like not appreciate my car, but it felt like nothing after getting out the GTS. It really felt like I was driving a stock diesel BMW. Do you know what I mean? Not there's anything against diesel BMWs, but you know, the M cars are obviously the most agile and fun M cars you can buy. And for me to be getting that feeling, it just shows you the level of what the GTS is. The GTS is a whole different caliber of car. Do you know what I mean? You drove the GTS, didn't you, Emma? I let you drive it back, didn't I?
God, yeah.
Remember it? Even my girl, she was blowing in it.
I actually went crazy, didn't I?
You was flying. Yeah, man.
That's because that car was so easy to control.
Yeah. But it was a serious car, man. That was a serious car. The GTS, definitely one of my favourite cars, man.
So easily.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like that. That's the first time I jumped in it.
The way it put its power down, man.
That's how safe
Crazy.
it
I couldn't imagine what that GTR's like. Yeah, man. I'm trying to think what else to talk about. I'm gone. I'm going to go, guys, because I'm going to sit here and just, like, fall asleep otherwise. But, yeah, like I say, what's coming up then? So, obviously, the meet on the 18th. Can't wait to meet some of you guys there. I don't know how it's going to go, because, like I say, I'm going up there the day before. I'm going to be staying up there in the hotel with Emma. I'm going to go there early in the morning, so I'm going to be going up on the Friday. I think I'm going to do, like, a load of filming the day before. And then I obviously need to film the day as well. So, you know, obviously meeting people and trying to chat to people. I don't know how it's going to work. I was going to try and get another videographer to come help me, but I think it's all just going to be headaches, getting someone down. So yeah, I'm just going to go with the flow, man. I'm going to try whip out the drone as well. So, yeah, 18th. So yeah, that's coming. Saturday. Then Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a modification video on my car. You probably will be watching that video on Saturday. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to try to do I wanted to do something special with my M3. I wanted to do like a nice review on it, but I'm going to do something just raggo. I'm just going to jump out in the car tomorrow and just quickly just go over some things that, you know, I've been going through with the car and, you know, what I like about it and what it's like to live with it. You know, like I think I was thinking of calling the title like, what's it like to live with an E92 M3 in 2017? Do you know what I mean? For people that want to, you know, people that are considering buying an E92 M3, you know, what's it like living with it? And especially after the types of cars I've owned, I think it'd be interesting for people to kind of know. So I don't know, it's probably going to be some weird video that I'm going to film, like some messed up video. I'm going to try and get some exterior shots as well, but yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get some E92 content out of the way, and like I say, in the middle, like I'm supposed to be filming an M6 as well. Like, keep saying about this M6, but yeah, loads of content, guys, loads of content coming basically, and definitely going to be exciting because I can't wait to get this M5 video. This is going to be a test for me as well, because I'm hoping when I film this F90 M5 that there's not many in-depth videos on the car, is there? Obviously, it's not even been released properly yet, so I'm hoping to, you know, be one of the first people with a decent video of the car. See, I'm hoping that video does well, basically. And then obviously I've got the M4 CS, so I'm going to be making like 3 videos out of that event, which is what I'm excited about. And yeah, man, I'm going to try vlog the day as well. So I want you guys to experience what I'm experiencing on that day. So I want to film myself arriving to the hotel, for example. I'm going to be going out for dinner with these lot as well. So I want to film everybody eating, like film the day, film the cars, do it all in a nice vlog, but also, you know, do some separate videos as well. But guys, yeah, man, I'm going to go. And yeah, that's it, man. Let me just quickly see if there's any last questions. Next car after a Volkswagen Golf R66 plate. Currently thinking M4, older C63 AMG, Nissan GTR, Audi RS3 or A45. What are your thoughts? After a Volkswagen Golf R, M4, C63, Nissan GTR, you know, it's what you want from the car, you know. If you want the ultimate fucking animal, you go for the Nissan GTR. It's just going to kill everything. But obviously there's a lot of compromises to own a Nissan GTR, you know. Depending on the age, you're going to have no warranty, which means if there's any problems, it's a lot of money to fix. I mean, performance-wise, yeah, you got to go Nissan GTR, stage 1 tune, 600 bhp. It's a bit of a no-brainer. M4, probably the most driver-focused car. Yes, the Nissan GTR is the, you know, there's not really much you can get that can rival it for its price point, you know. But I mean, just to show you, like my mate, like I keep mentioning my mate, but I mean, he's deciding whether to buy an F80 M3 or a Nissan GTR. I mean, it's two, you know, it's a split decision almost, you know what I mean? The M4 really is a car that you would decide on buying over a GTR, which some of you younger people probably think, no, I'll just buy a GTR, but it's the build quality on the M4 as well, which is a lot different to the Nissan GTR. I think a 2017 GTR I'd be interested in because the interior looks like proper facelift. It looks really nice, but I mean, there's no way that I'd be buying an A45 over an M4. The new RS3, I mean, the reason I'd buy an RS3 over the M4 is just to switch it up. As in, like, you know, now I've had an M3, I wouldn't mind going and owning an RS3 or, you know, changing to an A45. But, I mean, it would definitely be a Nissan GTR. Me, personally, if you're in a position to buy a Nissan GTR, buy a Nissan GTR. The C63, older C63, yeah, engine's nice on it, but not the most, you know, best handling car. I mean, the engine's, you know, the engine is what that car is. E60 M5 is the period. Yeah, I was just out in that V10 now, man. Fucking loving the sound of it. Louise Collins, what colour are your socks? First car was a Volkswagen Polo. When I actually had a license, before I had a license, it was a Citroen AX GT. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of one of them. RS3 over A45 because it's got a 2.5. Badman engine sounds sick. Yeah, the RS3 definitely sounds better. The new facelift RS3 though, that's an interesting car because it's got like 400 bhp now, so it kind of changes things around. Before, the RS3 was just a load of noise with no sort of bark, but now they've brought it to 400 bhp. It's now a strong contender. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. I think people like, you know, Nicholas, you're saying that the A45 is shit. Personally, it's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite hatches as well. To be honest, I actually drove one for a while, man. They're like really driver-focused cars. The only letdown with the A45 and the one that I drove, in fact, was just the fact that it was really harsh around town. It just wasn't the best. It wasn't the most comfortable daily driver. So, I mean, being a comfortable daily driver is a very important factor of owning a car. Do you know what I mean? It can be the fastest car in the world, but it needs to be, you know, it needs to have comfortable seats. It needs to, you know, be nice looking. There's loads of factors, but the biggest issue with the one I drove was it wasn't comfortable one bit. Apart from that, the handling's brilliant. I actually said it's like I mentioned in the video when I did that little vlog the other day that it's almost like it's over engineered, and I know some people are laughing at what I meant when I said that, but what I meant was when you drive an A45 AMG, like when you drive the Golf R for example, yeah, 300 bhp, the car feels like it don't want any more power. It feels like, you know what I mean, like, yeah, you can remap it and, you know, the car can take the extra, you know, 70-80 bhp, but it brings the Golf R a little, it pushes the Golf R a little too far. Like, do you know what I mean? The brakes start letting it down, the suspension can't keep up. I'm just giving you examples of, like, with some cars, when you start tuning them, it sort of pushes them too far. Like my Focus ST, when I tuned it, it was too much. The engine, like, mount started shaking and loads of things started failing on it. With the A45, like, in stock form, it feels too good for its power. So when you drive it and you start pushing it hard, it's too, like, honestly, like, it feels like it's being held back. The A45, in my opinion, needs another 100 bhp just to bring it to the level of it, you know, exceeding its limits, if you know what I mean. Like, it's hard to explain, but like I said, the A45, I'm not just trying to sell the A45. Like I said, I drove one for a while, like a good couple of months, and it was a wicked car, man. And like I say, I feel that the parts are too good for the car. Like, that car can easily take another 100 bhp and it's fine. Like, you will not exceed its brakes. It will not, like, start understeering with, like, too much power. It's like, it needs 100 brake to bring it just to the level it should be. That car should be out the factory with an extra 100 bhp in my opinion. And it's the same with the F80 M3. Even mine in manual form, it needs an extra 70-80 bhp and it's still fine. Do you know what I mean? With 70-80 brakes. Some cars, you start tuning them and things start to, you know, let go. And yeah, Rabs, like I say, like, you know, when you test drive a car, you can't, like I said, I've owned cars for a year, and I've only understood them after a year. And yeah, of course, your initial thoughts, that's what you experience. But and we've all got our own taste. You know what I mean? It's what you want from a car and what you expect from a car. You know. But like I say, when I drove that, like I said, the only downside to the A45 was that it was really harsh around town, in my opinion. You're saying slow gear changes. Gear changes were fine, in my opinion. Right, guys, I'm gone. Yeah, I'll should see you guys hopefully Wednesday. So, thanks for watching, man. I'll see you soon, guys.